It's easy to get overwhelmed during the holiday season. People stress so much over making sure everything is perfect. But have you ever thought about taking the lazy route? Thank you for staying with us. I'm Erin LeBeau.
I think we all do, right? I'm Tamsin Fidel. So it's possible to avoid burnout, embrace the slacker life, and still get things done around the holidays. Joining us now to talk about some ideas is author of Listful Living, Paula Rizzo. Paula, always nice to have you with us.
Thank you. Yeah, we're talking about ease here. Let's do it the easy way.
We'll take that. That's a nice word this time of year. So for some people, the holidays really are a lot of work, endless to-do lists. As you know, hours in the kitchen, shopping, returning, wrapping. It can feel like a second job. So how can you change that?
Change your mindset. This is supposed to be fun. The holidays are supposed to be something we look forward to, not dread. And so the moment you start to feel that stress, stop yourself and think, wait, this is supposed to be fun. How can I simplify this to make it easier on myself and more enjoyable?
Okay, so your next tip is to make lists. How does that help us calm down?
I love a list, of course. I can't do a segment without a little list making here, but it really does help to calm you down, because a lot of times we have all of these things we think we have to do, but when you sit down and you actually make a list and you look at it, you're like, well, you know what? I don't have that much to do. This is doable. But the key here is to take the list and then make it into a plan. So take some of the things off of that list and put it on your schedule. Make sure that you're putting it in your calendar. So you're doing a little bit at a time, not all at once, and that way you'll be less overwhelmed.
Just takes it out of your mind,
Right.
Well, so how can we make holiday cards and gift giving a little bit easier?
Yeah, so this is a big stress for everybody. And there are companies now that do the legwork for you. So as far as cards go, there's a company called Postable that will actually address and send all of your cards for you. Isn't that nice? You don't even have to do it.
Oh my gosh.
And then for gifts, the best gift is the gift that you pick for yourself, right? You want people to love that gift, so why not give them the choices? There is a great company called Snappy, and what you do is you curate what you think the person might like. So if they're into sports or cooking, you give them some options, a couple of things that they might like, and you let them pick. So you're not even doing the actual shopping. You send them a link. You don't even have to wrap anything.
Now it's your problem. Pick out your gift.
I've done my job.
But it's still a gift.
All right, so this is kind of along the same lines. You recommend kind of delegating tasks. How do you go about doing that?
Oh, yes, this is the Tom Sawyer approach. Get someone else to do things on your to-do list. It's amazing what you can de-stress when someone else is doing it for you. So there are companies, of course, that you can hire, like TaskRabbit or Fancy Hands, to do this for you. And they will do, physical tasks or things that you have to get done that maybe you have to do some research for. Or, you know what, never underestimate a little bribery. Invite your friends over, get some pizza, a little eggnog, and get somebody else to help you.
A wrapping party.
I need a list of all those, I've never even heard of some of those. I didn't even know there was somebody that would send out your cards for you.
What was Fancy Hands?
I know, I've never heard of that either.
I'll have to look that up.
So, Paul, let me ask you, some families will always want to keep their tradition. That's what they want to do, even if it's the extra work and the stress, because they find that fun, but that's not always a good thing, right?
I mean, traditions can stress us out because you want it to be exactly the way that you remember it. And, I think it's time to make some new traditions this year. See how you can sort of tweak or modernize the things that maybe you already do. So, for instance, Italian families like mine on Christmas Eve usually do the Feast of the Seven Fishes. What if you do one fish really well and make it awesome? And that's less stress, and maybe you just do it this year and you never do it like that again, but at least just try it. I mean, the pandemic has taught us that things don't always go the way that we think they're going to go, but sometimes there's a nice, a nice thing that comes out of it.
I like the whole delegating tasks. What was the Fancy Hands? We've never heard of that.
Fancy Hands, yes, Fancy Hands and TaskRabbit.
So they kind of do the same thing.
I know Fancy Hands.
Fancy Hands does actual, they won't do physical tasks for you. Okay. So, if you need something put together from IKEA, they're not going to come to your house. But if you need to research what you want to buy on IKEA, they can do that for you.
Oh my gosh, there's something for everything. This is everything. Paula, it's always good to see you. You make me feel a little calmer. Appreciate it.
Glad.
All right. Well, for more tips or to get Paula's list-making starter kit to stay organized, head over to paularizzo.com/lists and check it out.
Cool.